Ugh, rain. Rain. Hey. How you guys doing, huh? Sorry, this isn't a live stream. I'm still carrying that segment around. Well, dump it. Don't need it. Wait, no, I do need it. I do need it. Put it in there. Okay. I've disconnected the smelter, but I'm going to need to reconnect it again soon. Not much in it, but look at this. That all belongs in there and would be running right now, but look at that. That is going very slowly, and I'm just trying to do 11 ingots. It goes faster because that's full and because that doesn't need to be done because like I said, I've turned that off. Still waiting. I've made an energy tablet and I made solar panels. We're going to make a solar power generator, a solar thingy, put it right here. And once we have done so, we will then have power galore and I can resume the smelting, which is awaiting. I've got... What else have I done? I've moved everything so that stuff now goes over there to be smelted. But now what we're going to do over here is if we ever need to smelt anything else that Mechanism does not do. Like if we ever need to do cobblestone or wood. There it is. The eyeballs are now up to 3 slime blocks. And the netherwart's going, but I don't need any netherwart right now. I've only got it for the netherwart block and, of course, I'll be doing the other kind of block. That's it. Place torches. Did not finish placing torches. I think that's it. I was going to go and start up the next batch down there. Boop, boop. But I'm a little busy right now waiting to see for when this is going to finish. So that's all I am at right now. So let's see what we're doing. Well, this will be later, obviously. And that if we have to. We'll do that much later. Okay, solar generator. We've just made all 3 of those. I had to make the enriched alloy, which requires the iron ingots. That's why you saw that in the infuser. Not the problem. There's that fire again. Hi, fire. It never burns anything down, and I don't even bother extinguishing it anymore. The reason why I'm leaving it up is because I want to see if it spreads to this. And so I gotta be very careful and watch to see if that happens. Meanwhile, trying to find that thing that I was gonna look at and get one of. Oh, that is this. Okay, there we go. So we got those, and we got 3 these, and so we just need 2 more enriched alloys, and we should be done. We also need 2 osmium dust, so that's what we're gonna go get. We need to get osmium dust. It just stopped. The fire went out by itself. Osmium dust. We don't have osmium dust, so let's just take 2 of those out. No. Here we go. Enrichment chamber. Makes osmium dust. None of these are enrichment chambers. Uh-oh. That means we gotta build one. I was afraid of that. Okay, fine. Enrichment chamber. Let's try this. They got factory ones. Yeah, we just want the regulars one. Oh man, it's one of these things. Wait a minute, this looks familiar. It looks like I've already got one. Alright, well, we got 2 of these. And we got 4 of these. And we need 2 iron ingots. We gotta do more glass. Hard to keep this stuff straight. Okay, so we need 1 osmium ingot and 4 steel ingots. Well, we're gonna make more steel ingots over here. Probably. If this ever gets done. Well, we got steel dust, and we could just turn the steel dust into steel ingots. So we could just do... Bloop. It'd be nice if we could run them in here. It just says a smelter. Oh, but it does. No, wait. Wait. But we've just used that up, so now we're going to have to plug that in again. That's why it's all one big mess right now. So now it's got to go more slowly again. At least this is done, so at least instead of going 1/3 of the speed, it's going to go... Well, I can't say 2/3 of the speed. Well, that's how it goes around here. Okay, what else happened? Last episode I said that we had, because of a bug, that we had problems with endless numbers of 18 kilobyte region files that were all over the place in the Nether. And so sure enough, I had downgraded cubic chunks to 1009. And I ran everything as it was, and I went down into the Nether as I did last episode. When I came back, later I checked the game save, and sure enough, the files were back. So it's still a problem. I have now updated a number of files that I've updated recently. Let's see, Better Nether, Better Portals. Those are two of the culprits, by the way. Still haven't gotten a cubic chunks update that fixes the bug that has been discovered. But it only, as far as we know, it affects the end more than anything else. And we can just delete the end and start over if we have to. So that's not such a big deal. Now let's get on to this. There we go. There's one thing I don't like about this texture pack. It's that the Nether has two graphics, and one of them is just like very much like an inverse. Not an exact inverse, but very much like an inverse of the other one. Okay, we're up to 5 slime blocks. That's awesome. And I don't care. Ice seeds are now up to 26. Not that that matters. We got 305 bananas, and when that goes over 500, we start using these, because this is the proper place to put things. This will always be just messed up like this. This will always just be some extra wood. Except the saplings, which always go here, but I save the extra saplings in case I need to use this, which actually I did a minute ago, and I don't know why I didn't do that. Well, wait a minute, though. We can't use just 2 of those, because each one of these does 4. Like I said, we only want to do this when absolutely necessary. By the way, I have absolutely no idea how much of anything we've got. 404 sandstone. Gravel's over a stack. Cobblestone is 217 stacks. Yeah, I really don't like these small numbers of some things, but again, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, how are we doing? Yeah, it's going to take a long, long time. And that's why I'm doing this recording now. Anything in there? Nope. Still have not found any anything else. The thing is, we got to go into the city. And we're going to have to go into the city within a few days. But I'm still not done planting all the torches. I forgot if I've planted torches all the way down there. It looks like it, but not 100% sure. I vaguely remember. Well, you can see the... You can see the fence all the way around, so it's got to be covered up, and so... And since I don't see any dark spots in there, I guess I can assume that. So we've done that corner, we've done that corner, and we've done that corner, and we're working on finishing that corner, and then we shall not be finished because we've still got some to do over here. You know, now that I think of it, we haven't done that corner. I just somehow thought I did the corner because I'd done the fences on that side. You can see the fences there again. Oop. All right, enough silliness. How many slime blocks do I need again? 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8 slime blocks. So it'll just be a couple more, and then I'll have enough slime blocks so we can start our real duplicator. Where are we going to put the real duplicator? I have no idea. Since it's a device, we can put the device down there, I suppose. It doesn't have to be near a center of anything, so we could just plow it up or put it somewhere. Doesn't even matter that much. We could just stick it over here and it would be fine, really. Just right there. Have them rails. Let's get started on that then. First we need 2 of these. Now, I don't know what we're going to do here, but we definitely want to set it up over here, probably like this. But then it's got to go here, and then we're going to have a chest over here. Well, we don't need a... The thing about this is we don't really need an automatic one, because we can't keep it running continuously. In fact, we don't even need it to keep running. There's no point in having anything be automatic right now. Right now, we can just go from one place to another. If we want in the future, we could set up an automated thing. So we don't need any of that. We can just have that as is. That's fine. So we don't need hoppers either. And like I was saying before, last episode, or during last episode, if we put hoppers anywhere, we'd probably want them over here, actually. Oh, that's going to take forever. I know. Got another one, but we need 2 of these. Need 2 of them to make the, whatever we're going to make. Steel casing, 4 steel ingots, 1 osmium ingot, stained glass, well, regular glass. Wait, I need how many? Oh, 4 steel and 1 osmium. Yeah, wait a minute. Steel dust coming in and taking too long. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna just take the frickin' steel ingots. I've been waiting long enough. Been waiting long enough. Let's see here. This, then this. Bip. Bip. There we go. Then there's this. And this. And brip. I've waited long enough and I've got this stuff. Might as well be used. And now we've got a serious problem. And that we're going to have another one of these things. And that means it's going to take a lot longer. That's input, that's output. And that's energy. There we go. And once again, we got to do this. This is the thing that we always got to do, and it's just really weird to have to do this. Go! And now everything is going to be even slower than before. Now, what did we need this for again? Well, I don't know, but we got one now. At least this is running better because we got all the devices all next to each other like this. You know, it would be a little bit better if we could put the other devices on the other side of this. But we can't do that right now. Actually, that would be a really great idea, and I don't know why we're not doing that. But, well, it's because there's no room here. We got all these trees in the way. Look at all this clunk. I know you're going to say, but we don't need to worry about this. This is as far out as it goes. And I'm like, not always. There are exceptional, extenuating circumstances, but I do agree with this assessment. We are really, really pushing the limits of what we could do with this. And it would be better if we had more of these devices on the other side. All right. Well, we got this. We got this going anyway. So now we can do mechanism. Find the thing we're making, which is the solar power generator, which will help us. And we just need 2 osmium dust and 1 more enriched alloy. So where are we going to find osmium dust? Let's see. Phooey. Put in an enrichment chamber the osmium ore that we have. And now suddenly, we are running 3 machines at the same time and they are making more noise than usual. I love the sound of these machines though. Oh yes. One of my favorite things. So we're almost ready. Is there anything else I gotta do? Well, you're probably saying this is a very strange thing to do right now when you consider you should be running this thing all the time. But I really can't run that all the time. Right now I'm a little busy setting up these machines over here. Somebody's going to say, when are you going to actually build a building? There's a good question. Well, the reason why I have this stuff out in the open is it's like mobile armored surgical hospital. You know, the MASH units from Korean War and earlier and later. The whole point of a MASH unit was that you have something that could be where you need it to be, and so it moves and it goes to where you need it. So that quarry over there, that quarry is mobile. It's there now, and when it's done, it'll go to somewhere else that'll be closer by. This stuff is all here right now, but it can all be moved. Every last one of these things can be moved into one of the levels that we're going to have downstairs. But we can't dig out the downstairs just yet. So it's what we have now is what we have now. And it's all up in the open. Buildings, they're in the future. We're going to have some nice buildings in the future. And we're going to start, but we can't do that right now. When we get around to do it though, then we'll start up on working on our mod of Techtopia, which we have. We have Techtopia. And we're going to see whether Techtopia works. But the buildings are not going to be up here at 256. They're going to be at that level that's slightly below, which is why we have it like that. They'll be on the outer edge like that. And I was kind of really expecting this to be a much smaller area, and it would have, instead of 32, that it could be like 64 in or something would be a little bit better. So I think we kind of messed up with this level. But it works. It's all fine right now. Let's see, is that done? We had like 1,000. We had more than 1,000 going through here, and now we got 200 bone meal. Not bad. Just what do we got here? Is anything going on there? No. I just gotta check everything. I forget where things are. For example, enriched iron. What is that doing there? Chippy here. Bloop. Tin, osmium, copper, gold. I don't know where the steel dust should go. I really don't know this stuff. I'm not a smart man. I'd like to be a smart man. For example, what did we need here again? We just need osmium dust, so we don't need the glass. For example. And we don't need the glass panes either. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to put the glass panes. Let's see what happens when we try that. Yeah, that's not going to do it, is it? So where to put the glass panes? Well, we don't have anywhere right now, so it just goes in here. Bloop. Along with the black wool, which you can't even see. Can't see it! Another reason I don't like this mod pack. I'd rather try Conquest. At least with the Conquest textures, I'm more used to them. But there's like really great textures like 128. I'd like to set some of those up. But there's nothing for modded for 120. You know, now that I think of it, my 32 modded, these should be 32. These are not 32. These are 16. I've been ripped off. What do we got here? Modded universal, but it doesn't do all mods, I guess. But how come Mechanism doesn't have any 32x texture things? Well, I'm gonna look that up right now. I'm gonna find out what went wrong. Well, this is a fine how do you do. There's no textures. There's a BD Craft texture. I don't want BD Craft. I don't. I don't. It's nice in its own way, but I want something a little bit more, well, you know, rugged. Not smooth. I don't mind smooth if we can smooth everything. It's just that 32 texture tack, it's just that it just doesn't count Mechanism. Why? Alright, well, how are we doing here? That's a very long time before that'll be ready. That's a very long time before that'll be ready. Everything is bad. It's bad. What do we put in here again? Well, that's how it goes, I guess. Okay, so the update of I still have to go into the Nether again and again and again until I find Nether Fortress so that I could find what are they called again? Blazes. And once I find the blazes, then we can get the blaze rods, and once we have the blaze rods, then we're also going to need some ender pearls. So we have ender pearls and blaze rods, and then we'll be finally able to make ender chests, which is what we need. And once we've made the ender chests, then we don't have to have endless numbers of these things. Although we are going to have a number of those things. We have to have one here. Well, the point is that's what we're going to do underground. We're going to set those up underground once we've dug nearby. And that's what I want to do is fix that problem over there. Finish all of the digging at that area, but I need a lot more. What are we up to here? No. 134 coal coke. There we go. Because 126 divides 3 ways, which is why I do that. $301, so we got just enough. What were we down to? What were we... I can't say. Alright, here we go. $185. Yeah, I've had worse. But that's not even halfway. We're not even halfway down from the top. Should tell you what's wrong with this thing. The other problem is when it starts approaching the bottom, we might want to stop. Now that's going to be a really weird thing to say, but we might want to stop when we approach the bottom. Because when we approach the bottom, we might miss it. You know, there's still a huge distance down there. In fact, somebody's going to say, why do you bother with this now? Well, to see if we could get the 2x ore going, then we could just start loading up a little closer and just do that. But this has to be open, and therefore when we dig through this, when we're finished or when we want to, we have to cap this. Capping this, we can't do until the moment we're done with this, and once we're done with this, we can't run this here. If we've capped it, but we haven't gone all the way down, then what we have to do is we have to set this up downstairs. So I want this to go down to 0. The problem is that at 0, we don't have obsidian. I'm sorry, endstone. No endstone, no obsidian. It just goes down to 0, and then it just keeps going down. Alright, here's what we came for. They're empty. Nothing else is going to come in. So whatever I build now has to be here. I mean, it has to be based on what we already have. What we have here we don't need. Well, this has been a mistake. It broke my grass block. So I've deleted it. I've taken these down. And I'm going to move everything down, everything up one more. Now here's how we're going to do this. It's hard to get this stuff straight. So first we're going to move this here. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to move it 2, not 1, but 2. Oh, wait a minute, we can't. We got to get ladders. Ladders, we get ladders. Okay, now it should be higher, but what we'll do is, since it's now too high, see, look at that. That's just so dumb. They just don't tile very well. And then these have more white. This has more saturation, and that just is monochromatic. It's horrible. These are so different from each other. Okay, something is wrong here. That should not happen. But now what we could do is we could set up a bunch of... Have we got any? Make it 13. Ah. All right. Now we gotta double check this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it's 7. So maybe that's fine. Okay, fine. Okay, so 1, 2, and then... Is that good enough? No, it's not good enough. Because we gotta be able to place those, and so there we go. Oh, and... That'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 should be it. Yeah, look at that. That's just terrible. Ugh. Alright. At least this is a little bit better working. Not perfect, mind you. But we'll get to see if it works the way we want it to. Okay, now take the slime blocks, put it down there, put that away. Okay, we got 8. We only needed 8. We only need 1 slime ball. Wait, what is that? Pipe sealant. Don't need that either. There we go. Bloop. Okay, so we need let's try it like this. There you go. Okay, now wait a minute though, that's not gonna work. Alright, now it'll work. But we got the problem of those are X's, and we can't have X's there. We also have to have... Oh, we need a lever. Actually, don't know where we got a lever from, but that's not important. Might have had a leather. Oh, wait a minute though. We don't need a lever. We need the other stuff for this. But let's just see if that works, and it works. But what we gotta do is we gotta... Let's see. If we do that, will it... Yeah, let's test it. Alright, so that's good. And we can have one... Can't we just find a place in the middle to do this so it doesn't do either one? There we go. That's good. But if we do this and it goes to that side, yeah, so it's got to be over here then. Both good. Move it in, both good. But wait a minute, that one has an X on it. So we're going to have to do this, which will work for now. Remember, we were going to put something else there. We need 2 hoppers, and we need one of those other thingies. Now, we don't have any hoppers on us, so it's a case of I need 10. Okay. 1, 2. And they have to go into each other. And as always, I'm always forgetting how to make these stupid comparator things. I'm not even sure what it looks like. That's a redstone repeater. Is that what we want? Or do we want a different thing entirely? And see, it's just... I forget. It's a comparator. That's what we need. We need a comparator. So we need 3 red and 1 nether quartz. Nether quartz 1. I took the block. Why did I frickin' take the block? There you go. And what was it again? 3, any kind of stone. Oop. Where's the other ones? Did I miss something? I missed something. It only let me take 1. Oh, I know why. It's because I forgot to shift click it. Only need 3 of them. Okay, now... Yeah, see, now this would be great if we could put one of those up there. But once that piston moves, ain't gonna be good. So we'll see what we got here. I don't know if that's even facing correctly either. That's another problem. Okay, so what we gotta do is... Yeah, that's right. That's right. We do it that way. So theoretically, we just need to put 1 item in there. And we need a seed for that. I want it to be a seed. Anything that we're not using, it's got to be a seed. There we go. And as you can see, that's already broken at the top. But it's okay, we're going to work on that. Now we need to put something up at the top that's not going to get in the way. And so there we got more of these. It won't lag as much if we've got them on top like that. Yeah, but it's still got that light problem. Hold on. Put this here. I think it's okay now. Hard to say. Alright, we have ourselves a real duplicator. And now I can put everything away that's in the way of everything that's in the way. Oh, there wasn't anything in the way. Okay, now we gotta make the rails. For which we will need only 6 of these. 6 of these. 1 of these, and I think that's it. No. Yes! It looked funny. Right. Now, which one's the powered rails? Because those will be the ones we're going to make more of. Alright, so regular rails will go down here. It's a strange image of these things. They should be straightforward stuff, but that's not important. Alright, let's go. It works above 256, something we already knew, but it's nice to verify that. Boy, it's throwing them all over the place, isn't it? Look at it, just throw them all over the place. Yeah, I'd say it does do damage. It's all over the place. It might be a good idea if we put some kind of barrier around this. But right now I don't want to mess with barriers. Okay, so we'll just need to let this run for a little while and we can get more of this stuff, and then we can make a rail that goes down there, which we're not going to need for very long. I'd also like to set up rails that go to a number of places, like the Nether and other things. But truly, this is something we need. Now, ultimately, we're going to make the rails go to great distant lands, like down that way. And that way, and so on and so on. But we can only do that once we've established where the building is. I see where we are. We're at 255 here. Bloop, 256 here, because that's slightly recessed into the ground. 256 is not the floor. The floor will be at 260 and at 250. So you see there's a big gap there. And so this area won't exist once we've removed it. And so what we can start doing is we can start building at 260. Now let me show you. Best done with one lousy slab. Alright. That's 256 there. 257, 258, 259. Oh wait, that's not appropriate. Alright, okay, over here then. 257, 258, 259, 260. Right. Now I'm standing at, well, it says 259. 1, 2, 3. Am I at the wrong half? Wait, 1, 2. Alright, that's it. That should be 260, and if it isn't, I'm in serious trouble. Okay, so we're at 260. And, well, it has to be said, if we were to just set everything up here, so much of what has already been built is poking through this, so it's not going to be of any use, and we really do have to tear this stuff down before we can set anything up here. That was it. That was all. Now we don't need any more of those for the moment. We've got more slime blocks when we need them, but we don't need them right now. And we are happy with that result. And I have another powered rail. Where did I find that other powered rail? I don't know. Alright, how's this doing? Ran the entire time, didn't it? Still not done. Still not done. We only need one... No, wait, we need 2 osmium more. Osmium dust, or... Yeah, we need 2 of those, and we need one of... one more enriched alloy we get from that. This we don't really need to run, but if we stop running it, then we'd have to remove the cable, and if we remove the cable, we've got a problem getting the power down there. It's all crazy, 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 crazy. I do love watching this, even when the items look funny. Okay, we're done. And just in time, it's almost night time. Well, we got a little ways to go. But now we have the rail working, and we still got 7 of these, so I didn't have to make any new redstone torches. And we've got 1 minecart. Let's see how well it goes. Now, we're planning on having one of these later that goes around. You know, you talk about how noisy the mechanism machines are, but man, is this thing noisy. I gotta get the file that makes it quieter. Now this is gonna be controversial because it goes underneath that, and I think when you try to get out of it, you might bump your head. But that's only here. It turns off slightly at the end, so that's good. Yeah, we're going to have one going around the edge perimeter on the outside, right next to the rail, but I haven't figured out how we're going to do that yet, but it is going to be done. So here's the little lip over here. And there we go. Push them back in. We have it working. But I got to remember to use it every time I want to go from A to B, and I don't know if it's actually faster. You know, we can run, and maybe we can get there faster on foot. Is there any way of testing it? We'd have to have a player in a cart, or we'd have to time the player in the cart, and then we'd have to time a race from now, kind of thing. And here's a little present for you. All right, let's see how this. Oh wait a minute, I gotta put away the unnecessaries. Bloop. How you guys doing? Hey, we got. So we just need the. We gotta do something about that egg. Now we just gotta do that. That's not quite done. We still need 2 osmium ore to turn into osmium. Blah 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 blah. I gotta throw away the egg. Now I think you're killing all the chickens and just having a whole bunch of eggs. 31 eggs is pretty much guaranteed to give us more chickens, probably. And I just remembered I gotta put some stuff down here on regular torches, but I've not done torching up there. And I just realized, you know what that is? Moss. The moss is encroaching on this area. Their moss will be everywhere. The moss cannot be fought. In fact, it'll make it a lot easier to get up there. What is going on over there, though? There's something. Oh, that's just snow on top of a leaf layer. Okay. Now, what I wanted to check on. Hold on a second. Move this here and the rail. I just wanted to check something here. Now, where are we going to put can we put this here like this? I see we can. That's exactly what we'll need. But I want to see what happens when I... Oh, I didn't take the cart with me. I wasn't going to test this yet. But I got to get going, and so... But I was gonna test the cart and see if I tried to get off the cart, would it put me onto here, maybe even onto the edge? I don't want to fall down into the inky blackness. And why, I ask, is the blackness inky? Why is it so dark in there? We got light coming in, don't we? Ain't that the sun? How come sun don't shine on something? Sun will shine on that stuff, which... I'll be honest, when I created this map, I thought I'd gotten rid of all that stuff. So the fact that there's a whole bunch of it now tells me that I did a very, very bad job. But where is all this stuff I don't know. Maybe we can set that stuff on fire. Anyway, we only got a little time, so let's get going. Okay, I'm on the west side. And I don't see any reeds on the little shoreline because they don't do it down there like that, but it might be possible. Oh wait, it's all black over there too. Wait, what's that? Boy, there's just so much stuff going on there. Don't see any reeds, but we got water, and so maybe we could go through the water and find some stuff. There's some very interesting chunks going on. I'm not so sure that these chunks have generated properly or that they've been preserved properly, but it's hard to tell because we've got so many different mods running at once. Yeah. Well, only got so much time. Back to this. We're ready. We've, I put down the one rail over there. I put down a rail over there. And I'm getting very, very low. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is like 4 frames a second. I don't know if it's recording at 4 frames a second, but this is just not acceptable, really. I'm going to have to lower the resolution, or not the render distance. I'm not going to even bother getting in the cart. Actually, I think the cart goes faster. I don't know why this is going so slowly, but not my problem. We now have the stuff we need. One solar gen. What's all this extra stuff? Maybe I was going to make something else. There we go. It's still daytime, and this has a clear, unobstructed view of the sky for the moment. And so everything should now go, well, besides much slower, it should also go. Look at that, yeah. I cannot believe the really low level that we're getting here. This is horrible, and so I hope you don't mind if I end the episode now anyway. No iron ore, just tin, gold, copper, osmium. Strange, no iron ore came in. Let's look at it. Yeah, it's still going kind of slowly because that's steel dust still, but now we've got... I wonder why it's going so slowly. What do we do? Is it just because we've added all these new things? Well, since we don't have anything going off to the side, let's change our render distance down to 16. Oh yeah, we got back to normal, so... Whoa! Well, it's not perfect. But now that we're down to 16, it's going to be a problem because we're not going to be able to render the full distance for everything. But it won't matter as long as we stay by the quarry while the quarry is running. And we can stay here while this is running. Something like that. Oh, look at this go. Look at that go. Yeah, it's going to be slow at first, but we've got ourselves something that's drawing in the energy. And that's what we need. Eventually that'll run out. And that has run out. And that's going up to 8,000. So that's why this is going faster. That too is going faster. So that's going to help. Once that's done, then we can start working on the 2x ore. But what do we need for 2x ore? I haven't the foggiest idea. It's been so long. So long since I've done... Oh. Boy, it used to be I could walk around up here. Alright, fine. Go down. See if I care. We're done! We'll see you next time! Thank you very much for watching the Wozcast. Bye-bye! Remember, kids, there is nothing to remember. Forget everything! Because I do.